Well, hello. It's Tyler from Tyler's Tarot. And Lord, I've been thinking a lot. Oh, don't start. Anxiety, don't start. No, I'm not talking to myself. It's just that for some reason, going live keeps triggering my damn anxiety. And it's the most annoying fucking thing. Um, as y'all know, I've been uploading a lot. First of all, I'm trying to catch up on people's zodiac sign reads. Because when they're not done, they let me know. They're all up in my face. They talking shit in the comments. Like, where is this read at? Where's the Aries or the Taurus or the Gemini or the Cat? Look, it's going to get done. But I want to talk about something that I think other tarot readers on this platform can relate to. Because, I feel like, let me just go back to 2017. I think that's 18, 19, 20. Yeah, I'll say about the end of, 2017. Like, I remember when I first started this channel, I remember that at the time I worked at a job, like a normal job, right? Um, and I just started this channel for just to do it on the side. I'm like, well, I'm into the occult and scary stuff, and I'm not a Satan worshiper or anything. What I mean by occult is anything that's kind of like what you would consider occult, like divination and tarot cards and the Ouija and um, Necronomicon, even though I'm not really into, I'm just giving you examples. Like anything that's not mainstream religion, I'm pretty much into it. If it's dark, scary, and I love that type of stuff. So starting a tarot channel was right up my alley because I've always been into it. And so when I first started the channel, I remember I started it out of a passion, like something I loved doing. I loved doing weird shit. And to me, it was weird. And I had pretty much learned all the cards, and what they meant and all this stuff. So it started off as something that, first of all, I still enjoy it. Let me not make it seem like I don't enjoy what I do. But when I first started it, I did it out of, first of all, to see if people would watch, for one. But then two, it just became something I love to do. I was like, oh, I really love doing this. And I noticed as the channel began to get a lot more views, and I was starting to get recognized everywhere I went and still get recognized everywhere I go. Drive-throughs, amusement parks, Hollywood Boulevard. I've been recognized. And I'm starting to notice, I'm like, oh shit. And after a while, it went from me doing this for a passion and love doing it to, oh Lord, I've got to keep this up. I've got to keep this up because this is the best time of my life. I went from nobody, and I thank YouTube and I thank all my subscribers. I went from someone who was working in a sweatshop to going out in public and people screaming my name at the red light. A woman hanging out of her car at the red light screaming my name. My mother got to see that. Taking my mother out to dinner and people would walk up to the table and say, "Are you Tyler's Tarot?" Stuff like that. Or saying my sayings. I had a woman one time say, "Tyler, I'm so mad that you came into my job on this day because I wore my $2 wig. I should have wore my other wig." And I thought that was the funniest thing. So when all this shit started happening, I'm trying to make a point here. When all this stuff started to happen and the money started rolling in and the views started rolling in, I'm like, oh shit, I've got to sustain this. And to this day, and the channel was doing better than it ever has, for one. To this day, if a video gets less than a certain amount, I'm like, oh shit, I failed. Oh, I'm going back to the sweatshop. Thanks for the 20 Archerist Tarot. Appreciate that. Thank you so much for that. I can't tell you. I can't tell you. This fear, it creeps up maybe once or twice a year. Like for majority of the year, for the last 4 years, majority of the year, I feel somewhat safe. I'm like, okay, look, it's not going anywhere anytime soon. You can relax. Because I feel like I can't enjoy Tyler's Tarot because I've always been taught all good things must come to an end. The point I'm trying to make is I kind of miss those days, and I don't want to say this because I don't want to manifest it, but I'll say it for the sake of the video. And the point I'm trying to get across is, I kind of miss when I didn't have that pressure on me. Like when I was less than 100,000 subscribers, I wasn't pressured. I didn't feel pressure. I didn't feel like I had to keep up with the views or keep up with, you know, the success. I didn't feel that. That pressure wasn't there. But as it started to grow and I started making money and I started getting recognition in public, I was like, oh shit, this is something really serious. I've got to keep this up. I can't let this go. I can't let this go because it feels so good. And it's not about money for me. I enjoy having a subscriber base. I do. I enjoy that. The money is great, don't get me wrong, but I enjoy having that following, I guess you can say, or the subscriber base. I enjoy that. And the fear, and I know other YouTubers go through this, not just in the tarot community, but other communities too. Like you see people that had booming channels years ago that really nobody talks about these days. And so keeping up with that, trying to keep up with that is so fucking stressing. It's just, it's stressful, is what I meant to say. Do you get what I'm saying? And I can't tell you how much that pressure has caused me to get grays. Because I always feel like if I take 1 or 2 days or 3 days off, a break, the whole entire 2 or 3 days, I'm going, well, they're going to forget about me if I don't pop up and do a reading. I can't enjoy my road trips half the time because I'm like, oh, I got to do a reading because, I would just love to take some time off. But I know the whole entire time I take time off, I'm going to be going, well, they're going to forget if I don't upload a all signed reading. You get what I'm saying? So just trying to remain relevant, in some form or capacity is a full-time job in itself. It's funny you say that. I had a psychic a while back, and this is about 3 years ago, and I asked her, and I said, this is about 3 years ago. I said, I said, how successful do you think I'll get? And she goes, put it this way, you'll never have to work a 9 to 5 ever again. I said, ever again? So I'm holding on to that psychic's prediction, but her prediction came true. I got really successful. And this is before my channel started to boom. So I hold on to that prediction, and so I was very happy to hear that. But I still have this creeping fear because I can't even imagine at this point in my life going back to work for somebody. I can't. I prefer live videos, Kath. I prefer live videos. And so I feel like that prediction, in a sense, is her basically picking up on the fact that I don't care what I have to do. I will not go back to a 9 to 5. If I have to go back to dancing, I'll have to do that. I'm just joking. I never was dancing. Just joking. I don't know. And I know I'm not the only one that goes through this. As far as, this is probably not the most relatable video. Not everybody has a YouTube channel. I try to do videos that people can relate to, but, yeah, I don't want to go back to dancing, all right? That never, believe me, they'd probably pay me to keep my motherfucking clothes on, as far as I'm concerned, all right? Believe me, wasn't dancing anytime recently or ever, all right? Thanks for the 25, Aaron. But yes, like this stress is real. This stress is real. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do a video about it because I don't know. Because every time anything ever good has happened to me, it always went away just as fast. Thanks for the 25, Aaron. Appreciate that. At least I'll get on here and motherfucking admit it. Some people have too much pride to admit that they have these insecurities. You know what I'm saying? They're too prideful, but I'll admit it. I'll get on here and say, look, I'm afraid of losing everything I motherfucking have. And nothing's going wrong. My videos are really, like, they're getting great views. So it's just a fear. But I look at some of the YouTubers that I knew years ago, not knew personally, but like look at some of the channels that went dead, like these big, massive channels, and you don't even hear about the people anymore. And then when they upload a video, they don't even get views. And I'm thinking, oh Lord, it's like falling from grace, Thanks for the 5, Wheezy. Thank you so much. Thanks, W Leaks. Thank you so much, Aaron. Again, thank you so much. Thanks, Archerus. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Excuse me for that, my burping here. But I had to talk about that because it's been such a stress for me. And I feel like if I'm talking about it, maybe somebody out there can relate to it. I know there's other channels out there that can relate to that fear. I know it's not just me, I'm not special. I'm not important. Like, I know there's somebody out there that can relate to that. And so just know, if you're going through, like, even if you don't run a channel, let's say you just worry that if you could stay afloat, or things are going too good, that there's no way that it can keep going too good, that the carpet can be pulled out from under you. Like, just know you're not going through that alone. I go through it too. All right. So I just had to get that out there, you know. Um, and so with that being said, thanks for the 20, and I appreciate. Thank you so much. Y'all have a good one. But I had to talk about that. I felt like I needed to really talk about that. That, I go through these insecurities too, and you just don't. It doesn't have to just be a YouTube channel. People can worry about this in any type of a field they're in, or arena they're in, whatever or job they're in. You know what I'm saying? So, amen. And then right. Well, I'll talk to y'all later, and I just had to get that out there. Bye, y'all. I'll talk to you later. I had to get that out. I had to talk about it. Bye, y'all. Y'all are so supportive. Thank you so much. Bye, y'all.